Greetings, true believers. Today we're taking a look at the Spider-Bot from the California Adventures Avengers Campus. It's a brand new area of the park that just opened this past week, and we got these toys straight from there, so let's dig in. So I wasn't fortunate enough to visit the Avengers Campus myself, but my colleague Ashley did. She was kind enough to secure these for me so that I can make this video for you and show you what's inside. Now let's take a look at it. What we have here is two items. The first is a Spider-Bot, which is inspired by the new ride there, Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure. And the story with that ride is Peter Parker, who invented the Spider-Bot, is testing a new feature where they can replicate. Unfortunately, everything goes wrong, and you must go on an adventure with Spider-Man to capture all of the replicated Spider-Bots before they wreak havoc on the city. The second item we have is an accessories add-on for the Spider-Bot, and it's some Iron Man looking armor that you can attach to the outside. So we're gonna open these up and play with them a little bit to see what they do. All right, I'm gonna get this out of the way and we'll get started with the Spider-Bot first. Get a handy dandy pocket knife out so we can open up the packaging. And that. All right, tape is off. Now let's get him out of his cage. So while I'm doing this, let's talk about the ride. The ride has like a 3D element, and it recognizes these like motions where you do this, you know, and that sends webs from your cart. And I think there's like a game element where there's a score at the end, and you're just kind of trying to capture these little spider bots that are all over the ride. Looks like that. Okay, so we've got the controller, which is still secured, some instructions. So the Spider-Bot is free. Before we dig into the controller and turning it on, let's just take a look and admire the design of it. Feels pretty sturdy, a little weighty. Stands 8 legs like spiders have. All right, we got that on and off switch right here on the bottom. Yeah, I'm excited to power this on and see how the eyes light up, how the legs move. The battery compartment is also on the other side. It says the 4 AA batteries that are required for it are included, so we shouldn't have to spend some time opening this up and putting batteries in. But let's just leave that here while we get the controller out. Well, that was easy. It's a pretty small controller. This actually does feel kind of cheap compared to this. This feels like a premium toy. The controller, not so much. It's very light. Instructions on how to get started. Oh, they battle. So if you have 2 of them, you can actually make these battle. I only have the one with those accessories, so we'll get those Iron Man plates attached to it and see what that looks like. But we're just gonna kind of power it on and drive it around a little bit, and maybe we'll get another one at some point and do a video about how they battle. Give a thumbs up if that's what you want to see. Okay, so we got 3 different sections to this instructions manual. How to get started, which is powering it on. We've got battle gameplay, so we'll get into that as much as we can. And we've got tactical upgrades, which we fortunately do have with this Iron Man attachment. I'm really excited to try this out and see what it looks like. All right, so according to the instructions, there's an on and off switch. You gotta pair the controller to the Spider-Bot, and there's a sleep mode that will turn off the Spider-Bot if it's not active for 5 minutes or so. Definitely a little bit more complicated of a battle game than I expected. I thought this was gonna be super basic. I'm actually even more excited about trying this out now. There's a self-destruct button, which will probably be how we're gonna make it pop off the top since we don't have another Spider-Bot to attack it. There's a crouch button so that this can probably go lower, maybe some evasive moves. And there's a projector shield button, so probably another defense mechanism. And the tactical upgrades actually do change how the Spider-Bot interacts. It'll change the sounds, the lights, the projector shields, and has some custom attributes. All right, no more wasting time talking about this. Let's just get into it. All right, first let's get this powered up. Remotes, switches down here too. Looks like we're already paired up. We've got the 5 LED lights here, which represent the digital lives. So you have 10 digital lives before your Spider-Bot is destroyed. Be quiet. You got your 3 LEDs up here, which represent your deluxe blaster. 2 different kinds of blasters. You have your standard blaster and your deluxe blaster. The standard blaster removes 1 hit point of digital life, and the deluxe blaster removes 2. I believe if you use the blaster too fast, then your Spider-Bot overheats, which probably pauses it and makes it unusable for a moment. We'll find that out. And then you got the deluxe blaster, which has a limited amount of ammo. And you want to make sure you don't waste those shots probably. All right, well, let's just go ahead and move that here. Let's just go ahead and try to pilot this a little bit. So we got forward, got backwards, we got rotate. I like the way it moves. It's kind of cool. All right, let's walk it across the table. That's a lot of fun. It tends to, I don't know if it's because the table's uneven, but it tends to, you know, drive a little left when I go straight. See, this is just going straight. That's not so bad. This is a bit of a smooth table, so it's probably having trouble getting a little traction. I bet you if I did it on carpet, it'd be a lot better. Reverse. All right. Should we try the blaster? Let's see, which one's the let's try the standard blaster first. Sounds almost like a web swish sound. Let's try the deluxe blaster now. Ooh, that sounds powerful. And yeah, look, it did remove one of those LED lights. One more time. Let's see. I'll show you the controller while I do it. Oh yeah, only one shot left. Let's see what happens when it overheats if I push the standard blaster about 5 times in a row. Let's see. Yeah. See? I can still move it though. I can still move it when it's overheated, but you can't use the blaster, so you have no offense when you overheat it. But you wait a few seconds and it's good to go again. All right, next let's try the projector shield. I imagine it's just going to be a sound and light since there's nothing attacking my spider bot. It's really difficult to see that in action, but let's see what happens when you push it. Oh, that's awesome. It actually projects a little Spider-Man logo on the floor when you push the shield. And it looks like it stays there. You don't have to hold it. Oh, it turns off after a little bit, so there's a timer on that shield. Let's do it one more time. It's pretty cool.
Shield's recharging.
You have to recharge the shield, so it takes a little bit of time. It's a pretty complicated game. I should have bought 2 so we could have tried this out. All right, now let's try making it crouch. Not much of a difference visually. It really only lowered by about like a centimeter or so. But apparently what happens is when it's in crouch mode, it's protected against standard blaster shots. So it can only take damage from the deluxe blaster at that point. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's self-destruct. Ready?
Self-destruct in 3, 2, 1.
That's pretty awesome. All right, so it basically just pops off this little top plate here. You can see there's some pins here. There's springs on each side of this. Other than that, really not a whole lot else to that, but I imagine just clicks right back in place when you're done. So in order to reset this, we need to turn the spider bot off. And then apparently we should be able to get it to, nope. So I'm turning back on now. And then, there we go. So you have to turn it off and turn it back on in order.
Online.
So you have to turn it off and turn it back on in order for it to be reset and for the top plate to secure back in place. Let's turn the remote back on, and I'm assuming we're gonna have all 10 lives back. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. All right, I'm gonna get this out of the way. Now let's open up the tactical upgrade, the Iron Man tactical upgrade, and let's see how it changes how the spider bot works. I'm gonna turn this off so it's not yelling at me while I'm opening this box. This package is a lot lighter than the spider bot because these are just little pieces of plastic that you attach on the outside of the spider bot. Seems like these would be great souvenirs if you have 2 kids, because it'll occupy them pretty well. I don't know, I felt like if I had 2 of these and someone to play with, it'd probably give me a good couple hours of fun. If not several sessions of few hours of fun. Oh, one fell out. Got 1 leg, got 2 legs. I should put this away, just to be safe. Nope. get this guy off. There we go. We'll just play rough. I'm just gonna break it out. I'm not gonna bother trying to do that neat anymore. So according to this, the unique perk that this armor has is that it provides the Spider-Bot with digital life regeneration. So Spider-Bot will get 1 digital life back every 45 seconds of gameplay. So those defensive tactics really come in handy with this upgrade. Just make sure if you have 2 kids, you get both of them upgrades if you're gonna buy any at all, because that's a little unfair. All right, let's try to put the new armor on. Get some of this plastic out of the way. So first, we need to make him self-destruct again, which is always fun.
Spider-Bot online. Self-destruct in 3, 2, 1.
That's a lot of fun. I don't know, I still like that. Let's remove the faceplate. Don't want to do this with too much force. Don't want to break it. Ooh, it makes a little sound effect when you pull that off. A little sad, actually. It's like, no, I'm naked! All right, turning back on. And then we're gonna pop this guy on. Yeah. Woo.
Iron Man tactical upgrade online.
And then, let's get this guy in place. Oh, it sounds like it's gonna break. I'm sure it's fine, though. So now he's got an Iron Man face on. So now let's get these little legs on. Oh, these go on real easy. They just kind of hug the legs pretty snug. And then last but not least, you got this little repulsor, which doesn't have any lights or anything on it. It's pretty much just a piece of plastic. Let's see. So there's a little hole here for it. Cool. All right, let's turn on the remote and see how it changes the sound effects.
Iron Man tactical upgrade online.
There we go. Now we got all our lives back, and we got our deluxe blaster ammo back. Same movement action. Let's try the standard blaster. Yeah, it's a little bit more of an electronic sound as opposed to like a thwip sound like the spiderweb. And we got the deluxe blaster. Sounds like Iron Man's arc reactor. Well, let's see what happens when we press the shield, if that changes maybe the projection. It does. Now it has an Iron Man logo as opposed to the Spider-Man logo. That's a pretty cool little feature that it changes the projection. Color me impressed. All right, let's do crouch. Same thing. Now, the self-destruct. Does it change as Iron Man?
Self-destruct in 3, 2, 1.
Not really. Same old. Pretty sweet, though. And there you have it. That's the Spider-Bot from California Adventures Avengers Campus. It runs for $80 and each tactical upgrade is $25. There's 5 available, the Iron Man one, there's Black Widow, Black Panther, Ant-Man, and the Wasp. And each one has their own unique features, so make sure you check that out and decide how you want to strategically play the battle game. Thanks for watching. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button if you want more Spider-Bot action. And subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We have lots of great tech videos just about every day of the week. Thanks, see you next time.